there.
Hey, pervy sage.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Full Nerd Academia podcast. We're back, guys. Thank you for joining us live. If you're joining us live, if you're catching us on the replay, thank you for catching us on the replay. I am your host, Master D Mito, and of course, I am going to be joined as always. He finally bounced back from that colonoscopy, so I'm not going to be alone this time. It's the one, the only. Something new.
Ducky, quack,
Bankai Merc. What's going on, man? Uh-oh. I don't got any audio from you, homie. Oh, you got to, you got to unmute. There you go.
There we go. that was the one right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and it wouldn't be a comeback show if you didn't fuck up your intro as always.
Yeah, I definitely did. I'm too busy trying to watch the Mavs in the OKC game. Good game so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And man, speaking of wrestling, it's been pretty good. I know we haven't actually talked in a while, but I don't know if there's any other wrestling fans out there, but Cody completed the story, which is great.
He completed the story.
He completed the story, which is great. But Roman's on a hiatus right now.
Hold up. You know who else is on a hiatus?
Who?
Mommy's always on top.
Why did my girl vacate her effing title, dude?
She got hurt, so she had to vacate the title. But it's also a good thing because, like, the competition for her was actually kind of like, which one is that one? The competition for her was actually kind of weak.
True. This is something sour, watermelon lime.
Zero sugar or regular?
No, I think these are regular sugar. I don't think these are zero sugar.
It would say zero sugar on the front.
Yeah, no. Nope.
Speaking of, you still owe me my damn soda. I'm still waiting for it.
Which one are you talking about? The coconut Dr. Pepper?
No, I don't want that. I actually, it was supposed to be the strawberries and cream when it came out. The pause.
Oh, you just have those out by you?
Nah, I did, but you were supposed to get it for me and you didn't. So I was like, damn, you never got it from me. So I finally had. I mean, not finally. I don't want to say finally. I had it like a long time.
Just like you. I gotta buy.
You gotta buy it too.
Yeah, dude, I don't get this shit for free unless I steal it.
Shit, sometimes in life, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I mean, them 5-finger discounts, they work, but it doesn't really help. It just messed my job up. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So I'm gonna come to Chicago, and I'm gonna put the mask on.
the ski mask,
mm-hmm.
ski mask, the slum god.
The what do they call it? The baklava in games. I think
baklava, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put one of those on. Just take two. Come back to you, give you one. Speaking of, can we just jump right into it? I know we well, first off, I want to say welcome back. I'm glad you are doing better now.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you recovered from that colonoscopy.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you. Your boy got caught finally. I know you've been to a couple of his parties. Diddy.
Shut up. I wish I had one for that. But I actually, I do. This is what Diddy sounds like at his freak offs.
Now, I tell you what, I like you and I want you. Now, we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
It wasn't no choice for Meek Mill.
Was not. Oh, God. No. I can't relive listening to that shit, dude. Come on. Whether it was fake or not, that stuff sounded horrible.
That shit had me in tears. I was like, nah, that can't be real. But And then it's like, all right, the people are like, no, it's not real. I'm like, no, it kind of adds up. This man is suing Diddy for defamation of character. So what kind of defamation are you suing about?
Anywho.
Yeah, off topic. But yeah, we're gonna jump right into this. So we got a nice little show going today. We are going to. I think we should start with one of the big ones because it just passed, which was like 7 days ago, May 4th.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. May the
So
4th be
happy
with you.
belated Star Wars Day, everybody. Happy, May the 4th be with you. We missed that stream, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but,
we did. We had to, but yeah.
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 Where's my boy?
Yeah.
So we got Tales of the Empire dropped that day, and then literally right before that, so on the Wednesday before, technically May the 1st, right? May the 1st was the ending. We got the finale of Bad Batch, which I just want to say, the whole season for me in general was kind of slow. It felt like it was slow building, and I thought it was slow building towards like something bad to happen at the end. But it really ended up being like on a very high note. Like, did you finish it, by the way? I'm sorry, I'm over here like starting to spoil.
No, you're fine. So I didn't get to finish probably like the last like 10, 15 minutes, and then I was at work. So when I realized that it went off, and I'm looking at Yoda, I'm saying, wait, what the hell happened? Like, I know I was just watching it. I thought I put it on pause, but I didn't. What I did was I put it on mute, wasn't paying attention. So I have to go back, probably watch like the last 10, 15 minutes.
Okay. But I mean, it basically, I mean, I don't think you, I mean, well, you did miss some of the last 10 minutes, but I mean, it ended on a high note, Aside from Tech being gone, the batches all together, they freed a bunch of, the clones. They destroyed Tantus. They destroyed, what's his name? Hemlock. Yeah, they got out of it alive. So
that's cool. I'm gonna watch it now.
Still banging out there banging around out there in the galaxy far, far away.
Well, I don't want to watch it now. That's lame. I thought it was gonna be something cool. I thought somebody's hand got cut off the way that person was talking.
Oh, wait, who? Talking about
I don't
Crossfire?
know. I don't know who it was. I like I said, that's like where I left off at when I was like, well, you don't need this, and I guess it was Echo and man, I can't think of her name. It's gonna bother me.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Well, who? Echo and Omega?
Yeah, thank you. It was Echo and Omega.
Oh no, you're talking about, okay. No, Echo was with what is her name? Emery, the older female clone. Yeah. I mean,
no, I'm saying like it was right before that, and then Echo and Omega caught up to each other, and she was like, "Where's the rest of the gang?" And they got caught.
Okay. I mean, it's still good. It's still worth a watch. I mean, you could definitely check it out, especially like the last little bit of it. It'll show you some stuff, make you think about things going forward. So, but other than that, I mean, it was pretty good. But have you watched Tales of the Empire?
Of course, I did.
Oh man,
I watched it May 4th.
Oh, you watched it? I took me a couple of days to get to it, but I did get around to watching it. In one sitting though. I was like,
I watched it in one
60
sitting.
minutes, quick, easy, bet.
Yeah, I watched it in one sitting. It was worth
good.
watching.
Definitely. They did it. I see that they did it a different format than they did from Tales of the Jedi. Because Tales of the Jedi, they bounced between Ahsoka and Dooku. It was like an Ahsoka episode, a Dooku episode, Ahsoka episode, Dooku episode. This one, it was like you get 3 of Morgan Elsbeth and then 3 of Varys Offee. Which, like, I was kind of surprised by that, honestly. By the Varys Offee story, it was really kind of threw me for a loop there. I didn't expect to get that.
Wait, which one was which? The one with the
Elsbeth is the magistrate from Corvus. She's the one that was introduced in The Mandalorian, and then Barriss Offee was the
one from Clone Wars.
From Clone Wars, yeah. She was the Padawan that, basically fell to the dark side more or less.
And she didn't really fall to the dark side per se. She was more of you don't have a choice. It's either you die or you live. She chose to live.
Well, before that, in the Clone Wars, I mean, she kind of she started orchestrating some stuff to she was starting to hurt people. I can't remember her episodes exactly, but I do know that she was starting down a dark path. Until she got stopped by Ahsoka and Anakin, and then she got basically arrested, thrown in the brig as we saw, and then eventually, freed. But yeah, no, I mean, and I think it definitely showed that she wasn't as committed to the dark side as any of the other Inquisitors.
Yeah, her story was actually pretty good. The other one, the sister. At first, I thought it was Ventress.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was at first.
I want to say she might be related in some way, because I want to say, isn't Ventress
Night Sister? Here she is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that Morgan Elsbeth is just her tribe is she's in a different tribe than the Night Sisters that Ventress was part of.
Yeah.
Or the Night Mother, so.
Yeah, the Night Mother one, that was crazy. I felt bad. I kind of felt bad the way that Night Mother went out by I must say Count Dooku. Jesus Christ! I don't know why. Yeah, thank you.
Or no, wait, was it Sidious?
No, it wasn't Sidious. No, it wasn't Sidious. It was damn. What the hell was the damn robot name?
Grievous?
Yes, General Grievous.
Was he the one that killed her?
Yeah, it was General Grievous. At the beginning, it was in the first episode. He killed her.
Oh, that wasn't the night. Okay, it's not the same Night Mother.
Not the same. Yeah, no, not the same Night Mother you're thinking of. No.
All right.
Yeah, I was thinking about that first. I forgot, in that moment that he has multiple arms. So when he hit, I was like, oh,
yeah, he hit her with the.
Yeah, with the extra
one. I was like, damn, this guy.
I was like,
and it was coming.
Yeah.
I was like,
Me
he's not
too.
fighting with all 4 arms. I was like, that motherfucker's not fighting with all 4 arms. He's gonna get her. Watch. Sure enough.
Yep, he whipped it out and got her, and I was like, dang, I forgot about the other 2 arms for a second.
Yeah.
But she was getting busy at first.
She definitely was with those freaking sickles that she had. Ooh, pretty sick.
I agree. I was like, damn, she's doing her thing. But that time had to come to an end. But that Tales of the Empire, that was actually pretty good. I definitely like that one, and I like the one of you got the names. I can't remember names. I'm not good with those names, but yeah, her story was really. That was the Jedi, right, or the Padawan? Yeah, her story was really good. I liked her story too. Her story is probably my favorite out of the 2.
Well, what's wild too is that it implies that. And it didn't say it outright, but it implies that eventually her and Ahsoka were working together again.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not surprised about that.
I'm not necessarily surprised. It was a surprise when it happened, because it was a surprise to me that she turned back to good, and that when she was like, "Oh, I'm working with someone, who is helping me save these children and stuff," and I was like, "Oh." So. Yeah, I was like, yo, that's pretty cool.
No, you're right. I was gonna say, shoot, you never know. It might even be Luke.
At that point, nah, it definitely wasn't. At that point, it was still Ahsoka.
Yeah, but that fight at the end,
curious, dude. Say what?
I was saying that fight at the end too. He's like, yeah, we finally ran into each other again, and I was hoping it wouldn't be like this, and I was like, oh, here we go. She out here trying to get her Ezra on. No weapon, being the peacemaker.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, dude. I'm curious. So they said, so with the end of Bad Batch, they said that that's the end. That's supposedly supposed to be the end of the prequel, right? So now I'm curious as to if they're going to actually, I wonder if they're going to be doing some more within the Age of Rebellion. So that's literally like everything from the original trilogy. So I'm wondering if they're going to be doing anything more with that, because that's when some of these, I think, take place, is during the Age of Rebellion. Well, pretty much everything that was in Tales of the Empire took place within that time frame. And we know that like the Mandalorian and then like the new movie coming out, Mandalorian and Grogu, that's supposed to take place after the Age of Rebellion, which was after like the time period between the original trilogy and the sequels, like that whole like span of time, that 30 years or whatever. So all that takes place then.
So what about this new show? It's supposed to be a show, right? Where you see a bunch of
Acolyte?
Jedi and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the Acolyte. That's supposed to be taking place during the High Republic era. So
Okay.
this is the first like piece of media, not piece of media. I'm sorry, but the actual like anything, whether it's cartoon or like movie or anything like live action. This is the first like actual like media that's not books or comic books that takes place within the High Republic era. Everything that the High Republic's been doing has all been comic books, children's books, and like novels and stuff.
Yeah,
This is literally like I think it's like 100 or 200 years, possibly even 300 years before like the Phantom Menace takes place.
Got it. Okay. I'm actually kind of curious to see it. I'm really excited to see that. It looks like it's going to be good. It gives me Star Wars: The Old Republic vibes. Since you're saying that.
Yes, see, yes and no, because from what they're talking about with Star Wars canon, they're saying that the Old Republic still took place within like actual Star Wars canon. So, but that's even way further back, supposedly. So there's the Old Republic, which is like the games that we know about, like Knights of the Old Republic, KOTOR 2, the Old Republic, Star Wars: The Old Republic, the online game, and then other various media and stuff that they've had for it, like the books and tie-in stuff. So all that takes place thousands of years before any of the Star Wars movies that we know. And then there's the High Republic, which is like the Sith have been gone for thousands of years at this point. There's only Jedi around. It's supposed to be like the most prosperous time for the Republic in general.
Mm-hmm.
And then towards the end of that, like the very end of that is the beginning of the prequels. So like Phantom Menace happens, Sith are back, and then that jumps off the prequel era. Then you get everything that happens like up until the end of, I'm assuming, Bad Batch, which is supposed to be the end of the prequel era. And then everything from there on to Return of the Jedi is the Age of Rebellion is what they called it. So that's like from like the Rebellion taking over, destroying the Death Star, and then eventually they create the New Republic and all this other stuff. And then after that, then you've got like, I don't even remember what they call it. I think they call it the New Republic era. So that's when the New Republic kind of comes into power. The Empire's gone. You still get the remnants of it. That's when Mandalorian takes place, Book of Boba Fett, all that shit. And then eventually you get to the sequel era, which is I think they call it the First Order era. I don't know. I don't remember. The Rise of the First Order or some crap like that. Anyways, but yeah. So yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious if we're going to continue to get more within the Age of Rebellion, whether it's shows or potentially movies and stuff. Because honestly, I would like to see. Actually, no, I take that back. Now I'm thinking of after. I want to see more of the stuff that happened after, like Return of the Jedi, before the sequel era and stuff like that. Because I want to see Luke training new Jedi, his new Jedi Order and stuff. I want to see the ending of the story with Mandalorian and Grogu. But yeah. Yeah. Is there anything else Star Wars you wanted to talk?
Yeah, so then not only we have new Star Wars show come out, we talked about a little bit. We finally are getting. Sorry, I was trying to read more about it real quick because I wanted to see like when it takes place, but it doesn't really say. But we have a new game, that's coming out called Star Wars Outlaws, which we didn't hear about before. But they didn't really release much information before. Now they gave us more in-depth, a little bit more in-depth information about the game. So the game is going to be single player, open world single player. Before they're talking about making it an MMO.
Right. Oh,
Yep.
okay. This is the one with the chick, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking of the other game that they have coming out for a second. But yeah.
No. I'm thinking of the one that Marvel, like the one that's gonna be like
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of that one is, but I remember hearing about it originally, and I was like, "Oh, you're gonna get to customize like a Mandalorian if you want to be a Mandalorian, or this or that." And then I saw what it was. I was like, "Oh."
No, I think that's Star Wars. No. I'm saying no. That's Star Wars Outlaws. No, that's not it. I think that's the other one. Hold on, I'll tell you the name of that game. It's on the Switch, I believe.
Oh, is it exclusively on Switch?
I'm not sure if it's exclusively on the Switch, but I know it's on the Switch. Star Wars Hunters. It says coming to Nintendo Switch.
Interesting. Yeah.
So yeah, I thought. Well, I'm talking about Outlaws at this point. So from what I thought was Outlaws was supposed to be, I was really hoping. I was really hoping that it was going to stay as an MMO because there's not many Star Wars games out there that's one multiplayer outside of the fighting ones. Like for instance,
Battlefront.
Yes, Battlefront and Battlefront 2. The other one is SWTOR, which is the Star Wars: The Old Republic. That's what we're talking about. Which is you can play with other people, but there's not many console Star Wars games outside of the new Star Wars games that came out with Cal Kestis.
Mm-hmm. The Jedi series, Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor.
Jedi Survivor, yep. So it kind of sucks that they won't release a game that's multiplayer for the Star Wars game that's multiplayer for the console that is worth playing, that has like an open world. Like even if we can play two players and we go around and do missions together, that's cool with me. I'll take that. Like that seems like it'll be fun.
Yeah. I 100%. I would definitely do that. I think the biggest problem lately is trying to incorporate a co-op game with like AAA graphics and like playability or like gameplay.
And it's really been a struggle. So like 2 games that we got so far that had that ability to do it kind of failed. Gotham Knights, really good game. I thought it was pretty fun. I didn't like certain things about the game. A lot of people didn't like the fact Batman was not a playable character.
Right.
The game was fun to me. It was enjoyable, but it dipped down because they didn't bring no new characters into the game.
Mm-hmm.
No DLCs. They had like 1 or 2 DLCs. I don't say DLCs. They had 1 or 2 updates. It's not even a DLC update.
Right, yeah.
One of the updates was they brought in Starro. Like, bro, like why do we keep bringing Starro on all these games? Like Starro, all right, I understand Starro is like one of the, it's not gonna say most popular, but it is the first Justice League villain.
Right.
But nobody cares about, like, why am I hearing about Starro in Gotham? Like, that has nothing to do with Nightwing, Batgirl, Robin, Red Hood. Bring in something better. But what they did was they exuded all their what you call it into one. So they used the Court of Owls and they used the League of Assassins all in one game. In one sitting. So like that wasn't smart. Then the other game, Avengers. By the way, it shut down.
Right, you told me about it, which
Yeah.
it really kind of sucks because that one was, it was pretty fun.
It was.
All in all, it was actually pretty fun. I never got to play on like the online portion of it, but all of the like the campaign stuff, it was like completely fun. The story was really fun and really engaging and stuff.
Yeah, the only problem with that game was just too many bugs. Like there was a lot of bugs in that game, but it was a fun game. But people didn't like the game because they said it was repetitive. All right, I mean, they took their times in adding things. Like it took forever to add things. Like my favorite addition to that game was Spider-Man. Like, of course, I know you would have felt the same way if you'd have played, it. But Spider-Man was great. I love playing with Spider-Man. But there were certain aspects of Spider-Man I didn't like his wall crawling wasn't the best.
Yeah,
it was really like buggy. Sometimes the web swinging was but fighting with him, I liked it. I felt like I was playing Marvel Spider-Man. Like that's how I felt a little bit, but to an extent.
Right. No, I feel that. One game, I know we've talked about it on this before. We talked about it on the pod before too. One game that like I love the way it looks and I love the way the story goes, and I love kind of the way that it plays a little. But the one game that they really dropped the ball on, and the one game that really would have made a crap ton of sense for it to be a multiplayer, whether it's a 2-player co-op or potentially an MMO type game, would have been Guardians of the Galaxy. Like the fact that they had 5 different characters, and then on top of that, they kept introducing new characters in the story that like you wouldn't necessarily play. But and then the other thing of it too was like you couldn't play as any of the other Guardians. The only Guardian that you were playing as was Quill, was Star-Lord, and then you basically just like command all of the other Guardians and stuff. Which like, yeah, I can understand it to a point, but like the potential for like actual like other players being able to play together with these characters and stuff like that and really create a team would have been much better. Much better. And I would have been maining Rocket 100%. So they really kind of dropped the ball on that for me. But yeah.
Yeah,
but we digress. We were talking about Star Wars Outlaw. So
yeah,
it looks fucking awesome. It looks really good, and the fact that it's not a Jedi that we're playing as like a smuggler basically, or yeah, I think she is a smuggler, right?
Yeah, I believe she's a smuggler. But I feel like the game should have been either a multiplayer or MMO. Like come on, man. Like we're literally overdue for one of the two. Like there hasn't really been many good multiplayer games out as of recently, and there really hasn't been that many good MMOs out. Like it seemed like a lot of the MMOs has been kind of like dwindling down, which is crazy to me because like, I mean, to me, I'm not a big fan of like certain games I've been seeing so far. Like Fortnite, not a fan of.
Call of Duty,
I've never really been a fan of. I don't like first person. I mean, I don't like first person shooters. I'm a third person shooter guy. I grew up on third person shooters. So like that aspect of playing with friends, if it's not a shooting game, it seems like that's all we're getting, and I don't like that. So I know it's like we're supposed to talk about Star Wars Outlaws. I mean, I'm just on a rant now because I miss that aspect of playing games with friends where it actually seems kind of fun. So, for instance, all right, so now I'm just going to do this as a for instance. For instance, I've been playing Rise of the Ronin. Wolf and I've been playing it. So the only way we can play together is if we get to a certain aspect in the game where you can invite another friend to play. Yeah, so it's like
requires 2 people.
Yeah, And well, it's really two other people. So it'll be you and two other people playing. And then with that being said, it's only one part that you can play together. And then once it's done, it kicks them out the game. So then you're going back to playing the single player again. So it's like, bro, like, this is not, like, it's fun. The game is fun. Like, the game is cool. It kind of gives you that Ghost of Tsushima vibe. But it's not the same.
I feel
because at least in Ghost of Tsushima, the multiplayer in that game is actually kind of fun. But it's kind of similar to this one, but it's a little more fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you didn't buy it, don't. You should be glad. By the way, Wolf got a PS5.
I know. I heard. Yeah, I know. I remember. I think you said something about it in our chat, or maybe you told me. I don't remember, but I remember seeing it somehow, some way. But so there is another multiplayer game coming out soon, and I've been peeping some of the gameplay because they have the alpha out right now. Or is it the alpha or the beta? It's not the beta test yet. I think it's a closed alpha testing. But it's Marvel Rivals, I think is what it's called.
Oh, the one that's like Overwatch.
The one that looks like Overwatch, yeah. But honestly, the character selection on it is kind of cool, and they have plans. They've like already kind of leaked that they have plans of releasing more characters for you to play. Like Blade is going to be one of them. I think Quicksilver is going to be one. It was a big list of a bunch of characters that you can play as. Like right off the bat, they already got 19 characters you can choose. Not just heroes, like some villains and stuff too.
Yeah, well, it's both because it's heroes versus villains, so it can't be just one.
True.
The alpha.
But I don't think you have to, like, if you're playing as a villain, I don't think you have to be on the villain team. You know what I'm saying? I think it could be a mixed team.
I don't think
other people playing together.
Well, from what I like, I mean, Spider-Man's on the game, so you already know who I'm picking. I'm just hoping that people can't pick the same fucking character because that shit is annoying. And I'm watching like 5 fucking Spider-Man out there, and I'm like, bro, pick somebody else, please. Like, stop being the same person.
I think it would be like Overwatch in that aspect, because I think in Overwatch, I don't think there can be multiple. Yeah, no, there can't be multiple of one character on the same team.
Good.
So, like,
that's
you can't
annoying.
have like multiple Doomfists and freaking Tunnel Rats and shit like that. So, yeah, I think it's. I don't know because I haven't seen that much of it, but I want to say it's going to probably be like that in terms of like, yeah, once there's a Black Panther on the team, you can't have another Black Panther. Once there's a Spider-Man, there's not going to be another Spider-Man. Which, like I said, because of because they have like 19 different characters you can choose from, there's like a few bangers in there that I would really want to try. Spider-Man obviously being one of them, but like Loki looks dope as hell because he could transform into other players and use their movesets.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Because I was gonna say, first of all, your favorite character is definitely in there.
Well, Spider-Man for one, and for two, Doom. Obviously, I would be remiss not to be playing as Dr. Doom. So,
Namor's in there.
Namor is in there. I don't necessarily like the way that Namor looks, though. Honestly, he looks more like
Aquaman.
He looks 100% like Aquaman, like 90s Aquaman. Which it's not that I don't dig, because I do dig 90s Aquaman. But I don't know. It's something about it just doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah. They also got.
I don't think he flies in this game.
I don't think so.
Because he flies.
But they also got your other favorite too. Well, not Star. Damn, what was it? Sorry, I was looking at the list just now. Rocket.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I just today I was on TikTok and I saw, because somebody's like, they're showing off some of the stuff from the alpha test or whatever, and so they showed like the difficulty level of each character, so like how hard they are to play as and stuff like that. Apparently Rocket's super easy to play as. So is Groot. Spider-Man apparently has like the highest freaking level of difficulty to play as.
Of course. No surprise.
Show was like 3 stars, so it's like a 5-star system. So I think Magneto was like 3 stars. Storm was like 4. Doom, I think, was 3. Rocket, Groot were 1. Star-Lord, I think, was 2. But like, yeah, it was. Black Panther, I think, was 3. So I was just like, damn.
You know what's crazy? For them to start out a game, a Marvel game, and Captain America is not one of the top characters in there. That's crazy to me.
I'm glad of that.
Me too. I'm glad of it too. Like I like the fashions that they pick. So like Storm for X-Men, it's not Wolverine.
Right, and Wolverine's not in it. And I mean, I think he's a character that they're eventually going to drop. I think he was in that list, but he's not like a first character that you get to play as, which is kind of.
And then the funny thing to me is that you get Doctor Doom, but there's no Fantastic Four characters that I've seen so far.
Thank God. I just want Doom anyways.
But I like the fact they got Hulk. Punisher. I like the fact that Punisher's there.
Yeah,
and then
that's not a character that you see a lot in different these like multiplayer games and stuff.
Exactly, and then I mean, of course, you got to have Black Panther. So I don't know who Luna Snow is. I got to read more about her.
She's actually she's like an original character, not for this game, but for I think it's Marvel Strike Force or something.
She's not
like a character from the she's not a character from the comics, but she is like a original Marvel property from a video game.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
They have another character. I think there was a character in Contest of Champions that is original too. I can't remember what her name is though. It's like
from
Red. Then
I'm looking at the list that they have right in front of me. I don't think she's the whole list.
She's not going to be in that game. I'm just saying in general. There's like an original character, not from the comics that they've made. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm interested. I would probably mess around and try to get into the beta for that, or possibly just see what it's like when it drops. The only thing is, because it's probably gonna be one of those. It's not dropping for free, right? I don't think.
It should, but I don't think so either. They might make people pay like $20-$30 for it. I can see that happening.
Like Overwatch and Overwatch 2, those were fucking normal price games, and it's like, dude, why?
Really? I got both of them for free.
Well, yeah, because you probably got it off of the PS Plus pass or their Game Pass or whatever.
Well, Overwatch 2 is definitely free because they released it for free. I didn't pay anything for Overwatch 2.
Okay, maybe I was wrong about Overwatch 2, but I remember when Overwatch first dropped, it was not a free game.
Okay.
Because I had somebody gift it to me on Xbox. So.
And the crazy part is, I had Overwatch 2. Never played it. Never played it.
I played Overwatch a little bit. I just couldn't really get into it. And by the time I had picked it up, people were like heavy pros, and I was just like, nah, dude, this ain't me.
Bro, so it's funny you said that. I was talking because you got that moment when you're tired of DC Universe Online, and you remember, I don't feel like playing it no more. I need something else to play. So, Wolf and I were like that. It was like, just in case, this is right before we got our Supergirl, one you and I know. Hal Jordan came back too. So right before we said it was like 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. So I was like, just in case they disappear, or not disappear, just in case it dies, we need something else to play because the game is getting kind of repetitive. They haven't released anything new yet. And we just need something I need something to play until then. We were going. He was like, "Yeah, let's play either Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead." I'm not playing that shit, bro. Everybody is already level 600, they're OP. Exactly. We're level 20, 30, and they're gonna just come around and just mollywop us just because they know they can, and we're low levels. I'm not. That's not enjoyable.
whenever a game has, especially like a multiplayer game, whenever a multiplayer game has a auto skip to a certain level in it, you already know that their level cap is so much higher that they need to get you like out the gate like at a decent level for you to be able to do some shit. So there's like Fallout 76. I was about to freaking pick it up and start playing it, and then it was just like, oh, like a level skip, and I was just like, no, all right, I'm good. Never mind.
Yeah, no, not worth it. Not doing it. I'm not doing it. I can't. I told him, I said, bro, I'm not doing it. And he's like, oh, well, you can use a certain. No, because they're gonna try to. No,
Like
I'll
there's
play
such a
something
large
else.
learning curve and such a big gap between where I'm gonna be and where they're gonna be. And anytime I step into a server, it's gonna be like, fat, you're gone. Fat,
Exactly.
oh,
And
don't
I'm
get
sitting
the
there.
guy on our crew. He's a noob. F him. Fat.
Yeah, and then they want to talk trash. I'm like, bro, I'm like, yo, and then they want to talk trash, and you talk trash back. Next thing you know, your account's suspended. I'm good.
Right. Some bullshit like that.
Yeah, like some booty. I'll pass. Fuck no, forget that. I'll play something else. So I told him, I said, I'd rather play something where I know I can enjoy my time.
No, I feel that. I would
So-
much rather play something that I'm gonna end up enjoying for a while.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I'd rather play Terra. I'd rather go back to Terra or Black Desert or something like that. At least I know it's a game where I can have fun. And I said, if it has PvP, I wouldn't mind the PvP aspect. But I'd rather play an MMO where at least I can enjoy myself, because I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to hurt my damn head playing against these a-holes who wants to sit here and kill you because you're a low level.
Damn,
And
bro. Go ahead.
And I'm saying, and they literally like stalk you.
Yep. Been there and done that. That shit happened to me on fucking Fallout 76. Back around the time not the time it first came out, but I think when it first came out, I played it for a little bit, set it down, came back to it like a couple of months later. I was playing with Green Arrow. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And like he was already kind of playing it for a little while longer than me, so he kind of knew the ins and outs of it a little bit, and he was having fun with it, but he still was like kind of a lower level too. And then so he was like, oh, just join up with us, and we'll get you through a few levels kind of quick, and we'll get you some gear, and you'll be rocking all right. Dude, we got into a server, and there was one fucker who was like one of the probably at the top tier level that you can get to. They have like a PvP system, and I can't remember I know that they've since changed it, but before that it was just like you could just automatically start killing people that you come across. Hey, would you like to duel this person, or hey, would you like to allow PvP with this person in the server type of shit. It was just like he just literally stepped on the scene and was just like, there was a group of like 6 of us, and he was just like, boom, 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 and like none of us could, like, even once we finally like got the drop on him, he still took us out every rip. And then so we were like, screw it, we'll just go to another server. This fool was server hopping on us, bro. Finding every server we were on and then just freaking hunting us down. I was like, I'm done. I'm not playing this game anymore. You guys can have it. I'm done. There's no way. For day one, thanks. No thanks.
Bro, see?
Why would I continue to play this game?
I'm telling you, I would have been right there with him. Like, yo, I'm not playing this game no more, bro. This is stupid. Like, he's literally find us in each server we go to kill us. Nah, I'm done. I'm playing something else.
For real. For real.
I'm not breaking my system because of him. I'm good. I'll find something else to play. It's all good.
Yeah. No. You know what? Damn, dude. I be having the itch sometimes to get back into playing Destiny.
Can't do it.
Destiny was fun. Destiny was really fun.
I can't do it. I can't. I played. I got back into it. I'm just not a Destiny guy. I don't like it. I don't like the gameplay. The only thing I like about Destiny is it reminds me of Halo, but even with that, I don't like it. I don't like the game because it doesn't remind me of like Halo. It doesn't give me Halo 3 vibes. It gives me like Halo, like the newer Halos.
Oh, like OST and Halo 4 and shit like that.
Yeah, and I don't like those.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. I liked it for quite a bit, but at a certain point, it started getting kind of repetitive whenever you go out and do missions and shit.
Exactly. That's the one thing I don't like. And then when you go to play PvP, bro, the people who play PvP in that are like, I don't know, they're not like dogs or they're not like amazing. It's just like it feels like they're cheating.
It's. I feel like Destiny. It's all about the gear you have. That's literally it.
That's what it is, and that's why I don't want to play.
It's not about any skill or anything like that. It's like, oh, you've gotten the decent gear. Okay.
I don't want to play games like that. I don't want to rely on all right, DCUO was kind of like that, kind of. That you have to rely on gear in order to be a better player or a better PvP player. I don't want to rely on gear. I want to rely on actual I want to rely on my hard work. If I grind it out 600, 700 skill points, I want it to show like, yo, nah, I've been busting my ass to get these. No, not in this game. No, you gotta get the gear. I remember at one point it really was all you have to do is get the gear. Well, now it's just the artifact. It's literally artifacts and power. I don't like it. I mean, I like I'm always gonna play DC, but that's one thing I don't like. Like, bro, let's take it back to where we started. Let's take it back to me. I grinded this game to get this. So let me show this off. Like, I want to show that, hey, look, I bust my ass to get these 600, 700 skill points. I'm not 600, 700 yet, but I definitely at 600. I'm like 650. But I wanted to show that, hey, look, I bust my ass to get this, and this is why my character is good.
Right. They'll probably, at some point, I wonder if they'll end up doing like WoW did and have how WoW has WoW Classic. They do like a DCUO Classic. Or they go back to like they said they still have like this, the updated graphics and stuff like that, and you can still have all the same powers, but like to where you don't have artifacts, you don't have like all that other horse shit. It's literally just you got the set of gear that you got, and then you got all the skill points that you fucking accumulate. You continue trying to accumulate all these skill points, and then that's it.
Now, the only bad thing about that is that it takes away from, like, a lot of people are going to be pissed off, and they're going to see a lot of people who probably end up quitting the game now, even more, because they go, I put so much money into these artifacts, and now you're taking them away from me.
Well, no, that's not, well, so that's not what WoW has, like, the main meta game that it has now, like, up through, like, all the new DLCs and all that other stuff, but then they have, I think it's a mode or it's a separate game where it's like WoW Classic, where it's just like the base game, maybe the first couple of DLCs, and they have it like their same game system, like their old way. So it basically be like DCUO Classic, like a completely separate thing, separate server, all that other junk.
See, that's why I want them to come out with. I wish they never dropped that Marvel one. I was really looking forward to that Marvel one, man.
Dude, you're telling me.
I was really.
We harp on it on this pod all the time, but man, dude, that Marvel MMO would have been so sick.
I agree. I was really looking forward to that. It was a great idea that they got rid of. Like, why would you get rid of that? You were literally sitting on a mind, because there's a lot. I'm starting to realize there's a lot more Marvel fans than DC fans.
Mm-hmm.
And then the aspect of what you're adding,
because of the movies and stuff, and it's because of the movies, and they have a lot more of a following now because they're like a lot more prominent because of the movies and shit. Having capitalizing on a Marvel MMO would have been sick. They could have printed their own money.
So like that's another thing, like
everybody Marvel, do now.
Yeah. And that's another thing, like Marvel definitely dropped the ball. Like, yo, you had so many opportunities to have such great games that you guys blow. Like, how do you mess that up? Spider-Man. Was it Marvel Omega? That game was fire. Loved it. It's the one where you got to pick a character, and then you basically just level up the character, and you play with other people, or you can play by yourself. And then it had like
they shut that one down.
Right? Yeah, they shut it down. They shut it down. I forgot the reason why they shut it down. I think they said it wasn't making money, or they didn't have a license to do the game. I forgot. I think that's what it was. They didn't have the license to do the game, so they shut it down.
Well, and then what was I gonna say? I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say about it. But like, yeah, dude, no, it's that Marvel MMO, especially the art style that they had. I think it would have been like really sick. It would have been.
Yeah, it would have been a moneymaker because it kind of looks like Fortnite. That's for the kids, and then you got an MMO version out of it, which is Marvel. And like you said, a lot of people love the Marvel movies, and then they finally get to create their own like characters that they want to make.
Right.
Like who wouldn't want to do that?
The character creation like looked awesome. Like
I agree.
How power systems worked, how like the factions worked and stuff like that. It was so cool. It was like DCUO, but like in my opinion, probably even better because it wasn't just like, oh, are you a hero or villain? Okay, if you're a hero, you're going to be on the Justice League. If you're a villain, you're going to be on the Legion of Doom. It was like you get to pick your team. You get to be an X-Men or an Avenger or in the Fantastic Four. And then I don't know what they were going to do for the villains because they hadn't shown that off yet. But like for the heroes, like hell yeah, dude, X-Men all the way, baby. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, well, for me, it wouldn't have been X-Men. I'd have to see the other teams, but more than likely, I'd have been in the street. Like,
yeah, I probably would have had like 3 or 4 characters going at a time. But still,
agreed. I definitely would have. I probably would have made an X-Men, and then I probably would have made
an Avenger.
An Avenger. That'd be kind of cool if they had like a hero for hire type thing. I definitely did that.
That would have been so cool. Just do like street level heroes or Marvel Knights.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was gonna say, like a street level character. Like Spider-Man.
Or Midnight Suns? Hell yeah, boy.
Yes.
Hell yeah, that would have been sick. Like a paranormal. You could have just taken my money then and there.
Yeah. Take my money. Shut up and take my money.
Shut up and take my money.
Shut up, beast.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, we need that.
Yeah, dude. No, it. What could have been? But from what I remember reading, it was only because like the people who were working on DCUO were planning on working on that game too, but because of the pandemic and just kind of because of the state of DCUO at the time, they didn't have the developers to be able to split off from DCUO to work on that game because they were already struggling to keep up with DCUO as it was, which they're struggling still to this day to freaking keep up with DCUO.
Yeah, it's not like, so the crazy part, people keep saying the game is dead. The game is actually, it's not dead. It's really not dead. I mean, it's still active. It's just, I don't know. It's just like weird. It's like it takes a lot more to get a group together. Like it's not, like I said, it's not dead. It's just people don't want to play like. It's like, all right, so like when a new DLC comes out, it's live. There's a lot of people on. Like right now, there's nothing going on. One, because Maps is gone, so like there's no real deadline of like we got to get this DLC out. And like, bro, like they've been releasing like BS. I'm not trying to deter you because we're trying to get you to come back and play because we love to have you play. But it's like things like that. It's like, all right, why do I have to wait this long for another DLC? Like the DLC should have been out by a new one. And then with that, it's like they're just giving us stuff that we already seen. So, for instance, this new DLC is coming out. It's Brainiac. Bro, I'm tired of seeing Brainiac.
Mm-hmm.
What we should have put out was the Super Sons. Super Sons should have been out. Like, that's the DLC we should have got, the Super Sons DLC.
I think I'm going to hold off.
I'm still waiting on a Robin emblem.
You're
Like, we
fucking
got-
right, dude. You are damn right about that.
Bro, we have not. All right, so there's three things
Is
I
there a
want.
Nightwing emblem? There's not a Nightwing emblem either, is there?
No, there's no Nightwing emblem, but they gave us 3 Nightwing costumes. 3.
True.
Well, 3 Nightwing chess pieces, 1 costume. No, 2 costumes.
2 full costumes, 1 chess piece. 1 separate chess piece.
Yeah. We got no Robin. We outside of the Raptor Infiltrator, we got no updated Robin outfit. We got Red Hood. We got Red Robin.
Okay, that's right, Robin. You're right. Okay, I was gonna say, no, there was a Robin costume, but you're right.
No, it was the Raptor Infiltrator, which is Tim Drake Robin's costume, and then we got the Red Robin outfit. So they gave us pieces of Damien's outfit, the cape, the boots. It stops.
His swords.
And his swords, yes, and it stops there.
You're right.
Like, bro, like we supposed to get way more than that.
I'm
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna hold off on this rant because I feel like this would be a full episode's worth of me ranting on this game, about this game, and the things that I would do. And I have gone on this rant many times whilst playing the game. So I'm gonna hold off on it for now, just because I got some things to say about DC Universe.
Me too.
So, but
Me too.
we digress, and we got a little bit of time here to fill some air. So why don't we fill the air with some X-Men 97, baby, because that shit has been fire lately. Fire.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Yes, it
It's
has.
been so good. So the last time you and I were on, I think we had only gotten to like episode 2 or 3. And then when I was on by myself, I think I talked to episode 4. Because we talked about Life Death Part 1. What was episode 4? I forget. But like you and I talked about it, but we didn't talk about it on air. Episode 5, remember it?
I need an update.
Oh, wrong thing. Wrong sound.
Wait.
words.
Oh, Gambit.
Bro.
Gambit, yes. Gambit dies. Bro, that's your...
So, yeah, spoiler alert. I mean, I got the spoiler alert going, and like honestly, the episode's been out for like 3 or 4 weeks now at this point. 3 weeks, I think, at this point. So it's titled, remember it, episode 5 of X-Men 97. What giant twist towards the, not twist, throughout the whole episode, you kind of feel like something's off, something's gonna happen, because it was too bright and too like too nice and too like, oh man, this is so like happy. I love seeing this stuff. And then they had to hit you with the turn, which was, oh, you're happy you like this? Guess what? You're not gonna like it by the end. So, oh my God, you want to talk about gut wrenching? Like, he and I freaking literally texted each other like, dude, I wasn't fucking ready for that.
Bro, so they started off with a hit, like a banger. They gave us Nightwing. Yeah, Nightwing. I mean, I said Nightwing. Nightcrawler. Woo! Excited.
Exactly.
Nightcrawler.
My favorite X-Men, fucking Nightcrawler. I was like, hell yeah, boy. We get some freaking Nightcrawler up in here. We get to see him in Genosha. We get to see all these like, little cameos of different mutants. We saw Archangel, Exodus, Armor, fucking
Leech. Well, it's not an X-Men, but yeah, we saw Leech.
Leech was there, freaking Pixie, Glob Herman, like all these freaking characters that you get to see. Strong Guy, like fucking, or no, not Strong Guy. Sorry, he wasn't in that episode. He came out in another episode shortly after this. But like
Sebastian Upshaw.
Sebastian
Shaw, yeah. Thank you.
Emma Frost,
I
Sebastian
was about to say
Shaw,
Emma Frost.
Moira
Yeah.
McTaggart, Banshee was in it. Like, we get to see all these freaking characters. We're like, oh man, this is awesome. They're just throwing everybody in this episode. Everybody. And like, you get to see, like, you know, there's even a little bit of like freaking like soap opera drama and shit. You get freaking like, because the X-Men that weren't like Rogue and Gambit went to Genosha, all the other ones stayed at the X Mansion. They were doing an interview for the news and stuff, and like, you kind of see them, like, they're like talking and interviewing, and then like through the whole thing, Cyclops is kind of like feeling off about it, and he just like isn't feeling it really, and he just kind of starts feeling like he's being attacked and cornered, and so he kind of snaps off. Jean was like feeling some kind of way because she was feeling all confused and stuff, because, you know, she had been gone for so long, and she has these memories that she feels aren't really hers, but they're hers and kind of not. She kisses freaking Logan. Logan's just like, hey, I think you and Cyclops need to be the way that you guys are. It's supposed to be Jean and Cyclops. You know, kind of fucking like, you know, rejected her. You know, Rogue and Gambit, or Gambit finally, you know, sees for sure that, like, you know, Rogue and Magneto are kind of a thing. Rogue chooses Magneto over Gambit at first, and then eventually goes back to Gambit. All this stuff to be freaking capped off with genocide. Fucking genocide. You get all this happy-go-lucky stuff, and then you get a little bit of drama, a little soap opera stuff here and there, and then finally, like, boom, death. Fucking a bunch of rogue wild sentinels destroying the island nation of Genosha, or the mutant nation of Genosha, destroying a bunch of mutants, destroying everything that they've built. Magneto trying to save as many people as he can, you know, Rogue and Gambit doing the same, Nightcrawler trying to help as much as he can. Almost everybody who has powers and can try to do something are trying to do something, or not. You know, they're basically getting decimated. And then it gets to the point where Magneto gets overwhelmed and is trying to save, like, some of the Morlocks. Rogue goes to try and save him, and he, like, blocks her and Gambit off, and then he seemingly gets destroyed. And then, you know, Rogue kind of is incensed and freaking starts going after this Sentinel, and Gambit goes, you know, catches up to her and stops her. Goes to take on this Sentinel by himself, gets freaking stabbed right through the torso, and they're saying, you know, mutants eliminated, and he's like, he freaking grabs onto it, the thing that's sticking out of him, and charges the entire Sentinel, and he's like, the name's Gambit, remember it, and then blows the thing up and himself with it. And we get it at the end, and Rogue is just holding on to poor Gambit's lifeless body, and it's just like, I can't feel you. We're just like,
They killed off my favorite X-Men. I don't like it.
for real. Yeah, you texted me, you were like, new episode's out. I don't like it. I was like, why? He's like, you'll see.
I don't like it.
Just wait, you'll see.
They killed off my favorite X-Men.
And I'm like texting him the whole time. I was like, this is great, dude. What are you talking about? Why don't you like it? And he's just like, just wait. And I fucking get to the part, and I was like, no, I can't feel you, Shug. Oh.
Fuck that. That shit made me so mad.
Oh.
But I'm over it now because, you know,
we've been getting banger after banger after that.
Yeah, literally bang. You gotta find this too. It's something. There's Seamus does this banger after banger after bro. That's all we've been getting since. But I know we trying to we're due for time, but we're not due for time. But I'm saying we're in a time limit. But I just had to skip to the last 2 episodes because the last 2 episodes
100%.
Fire. All right, so before
Tolerance's Extinction, part 1 and 2.
Yeah, so like I said, we're skipping forward because we watch. That's all I'm going to tell you. This is probably the best cartoon that we have seen in the last maybe 20 years. I want to say, maybe in the last 10. I definitely would say, to me, I'm gonna say last 20. Outside of course, regular show and Adventure Time,
like in
and
Avatar.
Avatar, the original Avatar. Bro, that fight scene with Nightcrawler and Wolverine.
And Wolverine, ooh,
Yeah,
going hard in the paint, bro. Going ham.
yes.
Just
in this
sandwiches
little ass
getting
room.
delivered. Oh my god, dude. Oh, as soon as I saw those swords hit the ground, I was like, I know what time it is, dude. I know exactly what time it is.
Yeah, because when Wolverine the hit, I was like, oh, he's about to get busy. And then all of a sudden, like, he gets knocked back in his head, ding, ding. And then he said, no, you got an extra. He said, you got an extra 3 hands. And then I saw the tail. I was like, oh, yeah, Nightcrawler's about to get busy. And
He was, dude. He's just
he was
teleporting
violating.
back and forth, just bam, bam.
That's all you hear. You see
Coming
a
around
sword
the
in a blue poof. That's all you see.
Bam, just back and forth, just.
Bro,
And
I was
Wolverine
in
up
my-
there getting busy on them fools, dude. Man,
I was so hyped. I was like, oh my God, we finally get to see him use the claws. And he was violating everything. They were violating anything that was in their sight. So he was like, all right, nah, we got to get him out of here so he can protect Rogue. Next thing you know, you see Nightcrawler here. You, come with me. Pew! Put him onto Haru. You too. I was like, oh. And then the one was like him and Wolverine stab smite at the same time, and they poofed them up onto the roof. I was like, nah, this is fire. And then my man Magneto said, yeah, nah, time to shut this shit down.
for real, dude. So, like, yeah, the fact that I can't remember what her name is, but the fact that she was like sitting there talking to him and like basically talking, because he wasn't speaking, she was like working it out for herself and just like, you know, you planned all of this. This is what he was afraid of, and blah blah blah, and like this is what we discussed. This is what we talked about, and then she, you know, and then she was just like, you know, Magneto was right, and like she freaking let him loose, let him free, and he took off. Fucking took off into the freaking Earth's atmosphere, and just
Took off is an understatement. What he did was he took over.
it took over.
He took over.
Took off and took over, dude. He freaking electromagnetic pulse shut down everything. Shut down everything.
He shut the world down.
Blackout. Whole world's blackout.
Bro, I was like, nah, that's crazy. This man just shut the world down.
As soon as I seen that, I was like, bro, we're gonna get fucking Asteroid M. And sure enough, next episode, what do we get? Asteroid M. So sick.
Yeah.
He fucking is just sitting there at the X Mansion with it just hovering in the freaking sky and shit. Like, all right, you've seen how they're going to play their games. Like, who's with me? And
Yeah, who's coming with me? And then Sunspot and Rogue went with him.
Yeah.
And then, man, what a fight between the X-Men versus Magneto.
It was pretty, dude. I just see they made me like Scott at the beginning of this show just for me to end up fucking hating him at the end. Dude.
Once again,
Bro,
I
you
wanted
son of a
to
bitch, can't you just like
I wanted to smack the
sacrifice
dog.
your happiness for the greater good? You asshole.
Bro, I wanted to smack the dog shit out of the Cyclops, bro. Like, yo, like he's finally about to do what he should have been, like what should have been done from the beginning. Get rid of Magneto. Get rid of Magneto. Magneto is a problem. Cut him off. He was doing it, and this asshole decides, no, I got to do the right thing. I got to rescue him. What? Why?
And the team you're leading to just, to stop him and shit.
Yeah. Like, yo, like, you know this has to be done, and you're going to rescue him? Yo, you got to be the dumbest person I've ever seen.
Literally stops, Professor X from shutting him down.
Yeah.
Gives him his
then
freaking helmet back.
Like, no, he didn't give him his helmet back. He put that shit on Charles quick. He
Well,
said,
yeah, Magneto put it on Charles quick to like bounce the freaking bounces shit back at him. And then Wolverine was like, "All right,
I gotta rescue Xavier.
Hard choices here and shit. I gotta be the one to make the hard choices." Gets up behind freaking Magneto and just snicked right through the back, which was a fucking mistake.
Pissed him off. My man said,
fucking
you
mistake.
volunteering to die? Okay. I'm gonna show you why I'm Magneto.
Oh my god, dude. I saw it coming. I saw it coming as soon as they were on. As soon as I saw Wolverine was on that team to go to Asteroid M, I was like, that's not good. That's not good. Why would you have the guy with the metal skeleton go fight a guy who controls effing metal?
All metal, not just some metal, all metal.
Literally all metal. His name is Magneto.
He damn sure magnetized Wolverine, all right. Magnetized all that adamantium out that body. And
bro, oh my god. Last shot of the show, or last shot of the episode, was
him in his body like this. I was like, man.
I was looking for that panel as soon as that fucking panel came out. I sent it to your ass. I was like, that.
Yeah. So like my cousin, like the funny thing is my cousin was talking to me about it too. Shout out to my cousin because he was like, bro, he's like, as soon as this shit came back out, I started reading comics. I was looking for comic after comic after comic, and he was like, I knew it was happening. He said, Onslaught, we're getting Onslaught. It's coming, Onslaught. And then what happened? First he said, he was like, Wolverine's gonna not die, but Wolverine's gonna lose his adamantium. And then he said, we're getting Onslaught. So literally he tells me the day before, like I was watching it, and he was like, oh yeah, look. And he said, oh yeah, Onslaught. I was like, bro, don't ruin it. I said, please don't tell me you're ruining it for me. And he kind of did, but I was like, damn, nah, he actually ruined it in a great way because we're getting Onslaught.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's all any of the YouTubers lately have been talking about. Any of the comic tubers, that's all they've been talking about. It's like, oh yeah, Onslaught's coming now. 100%, we know because mainly because of the context of the whole episode, but then on top of that, with that ending shot, they were like, oh yeah, Onslaught's here because that happened in the comics. Literally, the next issue was Onslaught.
I'm actually kind of curious to see how they do this.
Yeah, same. I'm curious to see how they do this, and I'm wondering if this is going to, because the next episode's the last episode, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I believe so until season 2.
Yeah, and then so I'm assuming I really hope that this isn't something that it'll be solved within the same episode. I really hope that it's something that carries over into the next season, and that we get a good half of the season is going to be this Onslaught saga. Yeah.
Not only that, we also probably going to get, like you said, Feral Wolverine.
Oh, 100%. That's like a gimme. That's exactly what happened. As soon as that adamantium was out of his body, Feral Wolverine. Now I'm talking about no fucking nose with the big ass poofy hair, and he just is a fucking animal the entire time.
Yeah, so we're gonna get that, and we're probably gonna get Death Gambit too.
Dude, I didn't even think about that when you told me. Oh man.
Yeah, so because we already got two of them. We got Archangel, even though he's not on that side, but Archangel. We got Gambit.
Right.
Now
he was Archangel was Death when he was with.
Oh, he was Death too.
He was Death, yes, but I think at one point in the comics, if I'm not mistaken, Apocalypse had his 4 horsemen were all Death. At one point.
Okay. Oh, you know what? We also. So here's what it might end up being. It might end up being. I don't think he'll do Archangel again, but it might be Gambit, Wolverine. That's 2. That's Death and no Death. Wolverine wasn't Death. Wolverine was another one.
Who was he? No, Wolverine was Death, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he wasn't.
Because he had Gambit as Death. Oh no, you're right. He did have Wolverine as Death at one point, but not at the same time that Gambit was. Because I think him and Gambit were on the same horseman. He wasn't Death. He was?
No, he was War. I think Wolverine was War.
That makes sense.
Oh, nope. You're right. It says Roll of Death. Horseman. All right. So who's he with then?
Because, so one thing that I'm thinking, because they're introducing some Avengers in this show too, and we just seen Hulk, not the real Hulk, obviously. It was Morph as Hulk, which was sick as hell, by the way.
Oh, Morph Smash.
Yeah, dude, Morph
Did you hear
Smash.
him say that? That should have me in tears.
But if we got the Hulk there, I wonder if we get the real Hulk in this show, and then we get War Hulk, because at one point Apocalypse turned Hulk into war for him, for his Horsemen, and I think that was the team that Death Wolverine was on. But they could probably change it up to where it's Death Gambit, War Hulk. I don't know who was Pestilence, and I don't know.
I gotta look it up.
Either way,
Yeah, I gotta look it up.
I think that'll probably be something. That'll probably be what happens in the next season. Is Apocalypse tries to take over, probably during the Onslaught saga or like right at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to take over. And the other thing too that I feel like they're leading up to at some point, and you and I talked about this. I think at some point they are leading up to the Krakoa, like the Krakoan era.
Yep.
Because they have been kind of setting some stuff up here and there. I want to say because at some point Charles and Magneto are going to be on the same page. Like, they're at odds right now, but I think after the Onslaught saga, I think they're going to be seeing eye to eye a little. And there's a lot of storylines and stuff that kind of go in between all of this as well. But they've been mixing a lot of stories and kind of putting them together this season alone. That I feel like they'll quote unquote rush to get to the Krakoan era, like get it to where like the Krakoan era is going to be like probably season 3, and if they get renewed for season 4, maybe season 4. Like I can see them getting there.
And then they also introduced a random ass Spider-Man. So I don't know why that happened. I don't know why Spider-Man was there. I know he cameoed in X-Men. So we also might be getting Spider-Man 97.
98. I think that's what a lot of people have been saying, because 97 was when it ended. 98 would have been the next season. Either way, like if they did that freaking Spider-Man show, that would be pretty sick. That would be pretty sick.
I agree. I'm hoping they do bring that back.
Yeah, dude.
It's
been so good.
It has. It definitely has.
One other thing, actually, you know what? What If is coming out pretty soon, and I think I sent you something on.
Yeah.
Like it was a teaser. I think so. This season, I don't think it's the whole season, but I think there's like an episode within this season that's going to be like an interactive episode, so to speak, where you it's kind of like how they did with Black Mirror, where it's like an interactive thing. You make choices on the screen and stuff, and it does it plays out. Like,
okay, I think she's gonna say Under the Red Hood. They did that Under the Red Hood too.
Yeah, that was in the. You know what sucks is that's in the DVD only or in the Blu-ray only, because they have it on Max, but it literally is just Under the Red Hood with the beginning scene where it's Bruce talking to fucking Clark, and it pisses me off. I was like, then why put it on here? Why bother putting it on here if you're not going to give us all the stuff?
Please don't start. Don't start. Oh, and so I actually have to take over soon. So actually, I got a minute. So I'm about to hit this quick minute, real quick. And I want to let you know they did release a time for Infinite Crisis 3.
Damn, dude, I still gotta watch part 2. But yeah, you're right. It's coming out pretty soon. It's like in the next couple of months, right?
I think it's July 25th. I gotta go and look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's right.
And then something else that they're coming out with too that I saw that I meant to actually hit you up on, and I don't remember what it is. Oh wait, no, that's next year. Never mind. I'm about to say no. It comes out. Should be coming out. Deadpool Wolverine should be coming out this year.
That's what I wanted to talk about. Bro, the trailer for that was sick.
It was. It was.
So sick. I can't wait for that damn movie to come out.
I need, yeah, bro. Please just give us the movie. I need it. I need it. I need it. Yeah, please. Just release it. Again, shut up and take my money.
Shut up and take my money. Bro, I can't wait for it. Matter of fact, today I got some time. I might go see the new Planet of the Apes movie. But oh my God, I cannot wait for Wolverine or Deadpool and Wolverine. It looks pretty sick. I really hope that it's not what is it? I forget what I was gonna say. I hope they don't pull the rug out from under us and none of that actually happens in the fucking movie. That would suck.
Same. So a lot of people have been speculating about what the end credit scene is going to be. So they was like, it's gonna. So I think it's gonna do something. Has something to do with damn, what's her name? Spectrum? Is it Spectrum? That's her name?
Yes. Oh, because she's in that alternate universe now, right?
Yeah. Yep, she's in an alternate universe.
Awesome.
And so people are saying either that has something to do with that, or it's going to introduce a new Wolverine. The new Wolverine, not a new Wolverine, the new Wolverine, because he's not going to be in the
right.
MCU.
Yeah, he's not going to be in the MCU.
I forgot the two others, but those two are the main two I looked at because I was like, yeah, no, that's important. First, we're going to get a new Wolverine. Oh, it said that it's going to introduce Chris Evans again as Johnny Storm. That's not happening because he's done. He said he wanted to go back, but they already got the cast out, so obviously he's not going to be in the cast. And I forgot not that third one. The fourth one I forgot, but the main two was the new Wolverine and Spectrum, and that they introduced a new X-Men.
I'd be down for that. I hope they do end up showing us something related to X-Men outside of X-Men stuff. So
they're going to. They have to. And the reason why I say they have to is because we already know the X-Men are coming just because of the Marvels.
True.
And she's in a different she's not in a different multiverse. She's in a different multiverse.
She's in an alternate universe within the multiverse.
Yeah. So we know that we're going to get something like that.
True.
Sorry, I'm watching Kyrie dribble. It's a thing of beauty.
One quick thing, too, before we go. We had more casting news from Fantastic Four. We got our Galactus, or who we know is going to be the voice of Galactus. This guy named, is it Rich Einstein, I think? I can't remember his first. I know his first name starts with an R. I know his last name is Einstein. Which I'm cool with. He has a really good voice. He played a similar character in The Green Knight, which I just watched not too long ago. Pretty good altogether. John Malkovich, who they didn't release who he's playing, but some speculation is that he might be, or at least what I speculate, maybe the Wizard, or I think maybe Mole Man, which would be really funny. And then there's also Paul something Hauser. I can't remember his middle name, but it's like Paul Hauser. He's from Cobra Kai, and a lot of people are speculating he's going to be the robot Herbie because they haven't said who he's going to be either. At least I don't think. But I think a lot of people are thinking that he's going to be the voice of Herbie. But if he was Mole Man, that would be kind of cool too because he kind of looks like it anyways. But yeah.
Yeah, there's some other ones that I saw too, but one of the biggest ones that I seen was who they're going to possibly cast as what's his name?
Dr. Doom.
Yes, and it was the guy from. Well, I know him as Scarecrow, but I forgot his name. I forgot his real name.
Oh, Cillian Murphy.
It was Cillian Murphy. It was another one. All three of them, you would know. Like Cillian Murphy, it's two of them that I know for sure. It was Cillian Murphy, and the other one was, damn. Now I should have sent it to you, and I didn't.
Henry
I was stupid.
Cavill?
No, it wasn't Henry Cavill.
I've
They were
heard.
all.
I've heard
It
people
was
say
two
Henry
Irishmen.
Cavill, but
No, it was
Irish?
two Irishmen, and I forgot the other guy. I think it wasn't Willem. It wasn't Willem Dafoe. It was who was it?
Not Colin Farrell, right? No way.
No. It wasn't Colin Farrell.
Be Colin Farrell. Irish. Trying to think. Joel Edgerton? No, he's not Irish. He's Welsh, but.
Oh, it's gonna bother me now. I can't think of it. It was Cillian Murphy. Oh, Cillian Murphy, John Hamm. Oh, Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh, Mads Mikkelsen's not Irish, but he is European. Damn.
Yeah, I thought I saw another Irishman in there. That's why. Yeah, that's what it was. Mads Mikkelsen.
John Hamm, I could see, but not necessarily. I don't know that I like him as Dr. Doom. Mads Mikkelsen, though, dude, he plays a hell of a good villain.
He does.
Hell of a good.
I didn't like him in
Doctor Strange.
No, he was in
The Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah,
Secrets of Dumbledore or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I didn't like him in that one. Only because the original role was supposed to be
Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
and I feel that.
Even though he didn't do it, Matt Mixon didn't do a bad job, but I just would prefer Johnny Depp because Johnny Depp that's who his character is supposed to be. But yeah, after that, I think two great choices.
Mads Mikkelsen's not a bad choice, dude. I mean, Cillian Murphy isn't either. Cillian Murphy's great, but Mads Mikkelsen, dude, that dude plays a hell of a villain. Plays a hell of a good guy too, but he plays a really good villain. I mean, he was Hannibal Lecter in Hannibal in that show. He was good at it, and he was freaking Caecilius in Doctor Strange. Grindelwald. Dude, I could, and it would just continue the trope. I mean, he wouldn't necessarily have a messed up eye, but if they did like the makeup over one side, he almost always has something going on with his eyes in a bunch of his movies. It's like a trope of his, so that'd be kind of cool and kind of funny. Damn, dude, I like that a lot. I like that movie, sir. I will pay money for that ticket.
Honestly, me too. I like the cast that they got so far. So, but yeah, that's one thing I wanted to share with you because I completely forgot to send that to you.
Am I wrong? Did they cast? I know they cast the female Silver Surfer, but didn't they cast a male Silver Surfer too? Or no?
No.
Maybe it was just I think it's speculation, but yeah, I don't know. But I think that's a show, right? I think that's a show. You got to get out of here.
Yep.
Well, that's a show, folks. So, from us here over at Full Nerd Academia, thanks for joining us live. If you joined us live, thanks for watching us on the replay. If you're catching us on the replay, please like, comment, subscribe. Put on the notifications so you always get notified whenever we're going to go live and stuff, which hopefully is a little bit more regular. We had some stuff going on, so we, have been off for a little while, but we're back. So thanks for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe. I've been Master D Maito. He's been
Bunkai Merc.
Class dismissed, folks.
Maito, hit that outro, please.
Done.
This is the way.
love our outro. That's like